Hi, Heather. Thank you. I saw you accepted or liked the post I made on Facebook. I posted that kind of late, obviously. And it's Friday. I don't know if anybody will come or not, except you. I doubt that Paige will, because I don't know. I'm not sure where she'll be. I don't know about the others. So anyway, we're going to use this in one of the cards. I think the second one is going to look a little familiar in the style because it's really funny because I had made the card the other day and then I watched one of your videos. I'm like, oh no, Heather did almost the same thing. And we didn't know it. So anyway, Brandy, hi. Yay, left-handed crafter. Hi, Caroline. Okay, thank you so much for watching the replay. Have a good evening. We're going to be working with the Wonder of the Season, and I actually have 6 cards today. So, yay. Yes, it's similar style, but different papers and stuff, Heather. So, anyway, I'll wait a few minutes and see if anybody else comes on. Thank you for the thumbs ups already. I appreciate that. Yep. So, I'm going to give it a few minutes because I'm actually 2 minutes early and I'm drinking coffee. I actually got 6 hours of sleep last night all in a row. Yay. Hi, Alicia. Yay. You're here. Awesome. Oh no, it's all bent. Oh no. Oh, that stinks. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Well, I don't know if it was Canada Post or our post, depending on where it came from, because I'll tell you what, my little street is a cul-de-sac, and we are having one heck of a time getting the mail to be put in the right numbers or names address. Like my next door neighbor used to be part of this property before I ever bought the house way back when. Anyway, so they made the number of his house 3A. Well, people get us confused. Sometimes my mail says 3A and my name, and sometimes his just says 3 and his name, and they're going by the number. They are not going by the names whatsoever. So I'm getting his mail all the time. He's probably getting mine. I don't know. Even UPS, I've been getting packages for him, and he's probably getting some of mine. I don't know. Hi, honeybees. Hi. Oh, Alicia already said hi too. You tricked me though. I think different channel. Anyway, yeah, happy Friday. Exactly. And it's a beautiful day here, but I think we're heading into some rain for the weekend. I think. I don't know. It's sunny and beautiful here today. So this is the suite we will be using out of the 2020 August to December mini catalog. This suite has 2 designer papers. This one is 6x6. It's 'Tis the Season. Here's the colors: Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Shaded Spruce, Whisper White, and there's even a little gray, which I think is like smoky slate in it, but they don't say that. And then also we have this specialty Wonder of the Season 12x12 paper with red foiling, gold foiling, and then black and white. Really cool paper. We have 2 stamp set bundles. Wishes and Wonder, which looks like this. And it has coordinating dies that look like this. Love. And then there's Cherish the Season with coordinating dies that look like this. Now on a couple cards, we're going to bring in some other elements. We're going to bring in this on one card, and actually I made another card, but I don't think we're going to do it tonight, where I use the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, because we're not going to have time. I have 6 cards as it is. We are going to be using the ribbon combo pack and the wonderful gems. So you can see I've been using the wonderful gems. We're also going to use a couple holiday rhinestone basic jewels in cherry cobbler. This is more like real red. This one's cherry cobbler. The ribbon combo pack is the wide ribbon and the gold 1/16 inch cord, which is really cool. One of the cards, I think we're going to use this red sheer ribbon, real red sheer. It's from the Poinsettia Place Suite. And I don't know, there may be some other things that I'll have to tell you as we go. So this is on page 30 through 33 of the mini catalog. And there's samples on all these pages. And then also when you go into the back, where they have the bundle diagrams. Let me see if I can find it now. Here we go. There's more samples back here. There's Wishes and Wonder. And up here is Cherish the Season. So don't forget to look in the back of the catalog if you need more ideas ever for casing. But that's what we're going to be using tonight. And also, I'm in a collaboration called 10 on the 10th, Christmas cards each month. And tomorrow I'm using the same suite. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Two things we are not using today, are the Wonder of the Season Memories and More card pack and the Wonder of the Season Memories and More cards and envelopes, but I will be using those for 10 on the 10th. So I have been playing with this entire suite for like a day and a half or so. Hi, Nix. Who else did I miss? Anybody? I don't know. Okay, Brandy. Holiday. Oh, is it a holiday weekend? Oh my gosh, oh, Hurricane Delta. Oh gosh. Drinking wine and beer. Not me. My blood sugar would be through the roof if I did that. Don't forget, Kathleen Mirkovich-Robinson is having a party through the 29th. If you'd like to order anything and you're in the US, and you don't already have a demonstrator, or if you're one of those that shops different demonstrators, that's okay too. I'm okay with that. Here's the host code, 9VXNGMDA, and that should be higher up than it usually is down in the description once this gets uploaded. Don't forget, also, we have a designer series paper sale going on right now through October 31st, 15% off, 15 different papers. I've been through this with you before, unless you're new here, but if you shop my link, when you go to the website, it pops up, I'm pretty sure, as one of the main headings, paper sale kind of thing. It does on my screen anyway. Yes, it is. That's right. I forgot. Happy Thanksgiving. I meant to say that to you. That's right. Okay. Only one more day after today to sign up for the paper pumpkin kit called Joy to the World, or to put in for a 3 or 6 month subscription so you can put it on Kathleen's party. This particular kit is to make 8 elegant holiday cards, but I usually do an unboxing and make as intended video, and then a separate video with alternative projects. So to get the most out of the kit and try and sometimes I cannot use it up. The last month I did not use up the whole kit. I still have stuff. So anyway, and then yesterday I did a video on the Curvy Celebration. There's a variety bundle coming out soon. I will be showing that off in more detail on the 20th, on Tuesday the 20th. So stay tuned for that. All right. I think I need another sip of coffee, and then we will get started. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. So, Heather, yes, Heather, is your Thanksgiving, do you guys get together and do, well, we usually do like big meals and gatherings and stuff? Oh, yeah, I'll be right over, Alicia. You're not that far away. Anyway, all right, so we're going to start off more simple. And I don't know, then we sort of get detailed and then we go back to a little simple and it's all kind of all over the place. But I have a lot of cards to do, so I want to get started. This is the first one. The first 3 cards use the Cherish the Season, which is the bells and the dies that go with it as well. And I may not have all the stamps out because I made most of these the other day, so I need to get a stamp out. Or maybe I have it out and don't know it. Oh my goodness. Let me see. It's one with leaves on. Where is it? I don't know. Oh, because it wasn't a stamp. It was a die. All right. I need the die. What I used was this die that has the holly leaves on it because there's holly leaves on the ones. This designer paper is from the 'Tis the Season 6x6 pack. I have to tell you, I really love this 6x6 paper pack. I'm like 2/3 of the way through this one, which is unusual for me. And I have some slotted for another stamp set and night. And I'm still working on a card or two. Yeah, so I'm really loving this one. It is, thank you, Brandy. It's a cute paper. There's so much variety in it. The question was, do you guys get together for Thanksgiving, like have family gatherings and things like we do? What kind of celebration do you do for Thanksgiving in Canada? You know, what kind of meatballs? I could go for any kind of meatballs right now. Turkey, beef, you know, the little hors d'oeuvre ones. Yeah. All right. The only thing I want to change is I want to put little holly berries tone on tone in the background, because to me, that background, if I see that much plain cardstock, my eye thinks there's something wrong with it. Okay. So, but neither of these sets have a stamp with, like this one doesn't. It has pine, which I love those too. And it doesn't have holly and wishes and wonder. So I went looking for little holly berries, and I found one in gift wrapped right here. So I brought that out, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to change it up just a little bit. Ugh, everything's falling as usual. Avalanche. So let me bring in the pieces. If this thing starts bouncing, put it in all caps or something, because I was watching the replay of yesterday's video. Oh my gosh. I get seasick watching it. So, and I don't know what to do about it. It's a webcam. I don't really have software to go with it or anything. So I don't know what to do. All right. I'm going to bring in this just in case we stamp off. So this is Garden Green cardstock. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded over. Regular A2 size that's what's referred to. Because it's close to dinner time in the East Coast here anyway, I guess. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and people are getting hungry. Let's see, I don't need a whole lot down in this part because we're going to cover it, but I want some. Oh, that one didn't stamp real good. I'm just doing tone on tone. Am I in frame? Yeah, I try that, but then sometimes it just starts right back up again. It shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be trying to auto adjust. And at one point I thought I figured it out, but you know, my computer went bye-bye for a while and it's back to doing it again. So I'm not really happy about that. And I'll just put a couple more here just in case that thing doesn't cover it up. Okay, let me clean that. Hopefully that won't look too measly. So that was Garden Green ink and Garden Green cardstock. And now the next part is, and let me measure this because it's been a little bit since I made this. Oops. This is 1.5 by 5 1/4. So this is 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. It goes all the way top to bottom. So let me just, I'm going to use Tombow. It's just faster. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Jen. Glad you guys can make it. Did I miss anybody else? You just ate apples, Kathleen. Hi, Raru. Oh, Chinese crispy chili chicken for tea. I think your tea is like our lunch. Butter chicken. It's after 5 there. Oh gosh, you guys really are. Cheeseburgers with smoked sausage, bacon, and oh my gosh, I just added about 500 pounds reading that. I was bad yesterday. I was out and about. We have Amish farms up closer to where my mother used to live, and the one there usually carries something called green tomato relish, which is made usually, there it goes, is made like at the end of the tomato season, right? With the green tomatoes, and it's really good with like scrambled eggs and stuff like that, or even what we call dippy eggs over however you like them, eggs. But I like it with scrambled eggs the best. Anyway, I haven't been able to find it anywhere, so I went up there looking about I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago when I was up that way, and they said, oh, well, you can get some if you order a dozen. I'm like, because it's end of season, they said. Yeah, it sounds like a good meal. Oh my goodness. Oh, an evening meal. Okay. Thank you, Jen. I have 6 cards to make for those coming in late. Hi, Nix. So yeah, this is just card 1 out of 6. And I could keep going. So anyway. All right, then we're just going to glue this. This is the die from the set. From the Wonder of the Season, the other set. This set. It's this one here. And this is what the white was done with. And we're just going to glue them together and put them up on dimensionals. And then we have to do a little stamping. Oh gosh. Well, that wasn't right. Eeks. Okay, wipe that off. I had to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm trying to chat. Anyway, I got a dozen of the green tomato relish. And then I thought my brother would take 1 or 2, but he said, no, I'm good on it for now. And then my daughter originally said she'd have 1, and now she changed her mind. So now I have a dozen. Well, they're going to last me like 1.5 years. All right, that goes up on dimensionals. So do all demonstrators have to sign? Yes, we all have to read the rules, the independent demonstrator agreement. We really shouldn't be chatting about that on this live, Jen, but yes, because of some new FTC regulations and stuff, we all have to read that. That's what you should have gotten an email with a link directly to it. Read it over and re-sign and get that back. I think it has to be back by like the 1st of November or something. I don't know. I forget what the email said. I'm going to do mine over the weekend. Anyway. Okay, so now we're going to stamp this. No, we're not. We're going to die cut this bell out of, well, we could die cut it out of Smoky Slate, but I think I just used white and colored it with Smoky Slate. So that's what we're going to do again. So let me get that die. Aw, thank you, Alicia. That is so sweet. Yeah, everybody. Well, I don't know about Canada, Heather, because a lot of it is regulations that changed with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. But yeah, check your emails and see. Just in case. I have to die cut this. I'll be right back. I just have to turn around here and get this dyed. Get this die cut. Which should be sort of lickety split. Okay, I remember how I did this now. Oops. Did I put bling on there? Yes, I did. Okay. So when you cut this out, you see what happens? The little pieces come out. Save them. At least the leaves. We're not going to pop the little dots that came out in. They come out too, but I'm just going to dump them. And we're going to put bling on instead, which I'm not sure I have that bling out. But before we do that, we're actually going to take, I think I used light Just Jade because I don't think I have Garden Green in blends. Maybe I used dark Just Jade. Because Shaded Spruce is too dark. Yeah, I used dark Just Jade, and we're just going to color these. And we're going to put them back in that bell. They're itty bitty. They're itty bitty. I hope I'm coloring the right side of them. I think I am. I think I am because it has a little indent on the top side. So now we're going to put them back in. And to do that, we're going to turn the bell over. Actually, we're not yet. We're going to color the bell first with Smoky Slate. Light and dark. I'm going to do the dark across the stripe here. I'll look up in a minute. Sorry. And the rest I'm just going to color with the light. Hollies. Yes. Thank you. Hollies. Yep. I'm guessing that the Canadian demonstrators also have to re-sign the agreement because there were also some changes to the comp plan, and I don't want to discuss those in this forum. That's for our team group. But I've kind of been trying to keep you posted of those in that group. So if you have any questions, ask me there or message me or something. Or you can also call customer service, and they're always happy to help. So as long as they can find the answer or send you to somebody that can answer. But I'll do the best I can. The changes are new to me too, so sometimes I don't always have the answer immediately, but I try. Okay, now we are going to put Wink of Stella on that. In fact, let's do that before we put the leaves back in. Because the leaves, the holly, I want to be more, less shiny, if you will. And the bell should be shiny. Because it's a bell. It's metal, right? And I just used light smoky slate on the bell and dark in that little line there. So what we have to do is turn this over as soon as this dries. Spill the beans. Just kidding. They changed some of the yeah, the bell is cute, and there's other ones we're going to use in the next 2 cards. So the first 3 cards are the bell, the cherish the season, which is the bells bundle. And then the next 3 cards after that, the last 3 are the ones with the sleigh and the deer. I can never remember the names, and I have them right here. Wishes and Wonder bundle, and they're all part of the wonder of the season. All right, I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to figure out where these go and pop them back in. And then we're just going to use a piece of, that doesn't go there, of tape. And maybe it doesn't, it wants to stick to me instead. There, that one goes there. This is the big one. I think I might have put this in backwards. Uh-oh, I might have to recolor that one. That's okay. This one goes here. I guess it has lines on both sides. And it's okay if the back is not fully colored. Okay, Deb, what are you doing? Did I color the wrong side of this one too? I know my hands are in the way, but sorry. Okay, that one goes there. Stop sticking to me. There we go. We're going to just use tape, but I have to recolor this one. Okay. And I'll probably have all inked up hands by the time this is over. So this goes like this. I think. There. Let me get the tape, which I have. Hollies, yeah. What did you say the first time? I thought you said hollies. Oh, I know. They're holy holly. Let me cut this down just a little bit because I got too much. Now, if you wanted, you could leave, you could find the little dots and pop them back in too, but I have holes there, and we're going to put, isn't that cute? Actually, this one could use a little more color. Ugh, you know, I have tape stuck to me. There we go. Let me just give that one a little more color. Just want to make sure I don't get it on the bell. Okay. Now, I am going to just glue dot that down. Yeah, it's been in the weekly updates on our version of the website, Heather, for like the last, I don't know how long, 2 weeks. But definitely, you know, on Tuesday we get weekly updates. It's been in there, and there's a separate, on ours, there's a separate link to the document about it. So it should be. Okay, now this little bow is colored cherry cobbler, but we don't have any cherry cobbler ribbon. So this is the crinkled seam binding, and you have seen me do this before. And I'm just going to snip a piece off long enough to make a fake knot. That's probably way too long, but oh well. And we're going to use our dark cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend alcohol marker and color it. Because the white ribbon really takes the alcohol marker does well coloring the white ribbon, especially the seam binding ribbon. You do have to let it dry, and I might have that paper and rub it and make sure nothing's coming off, because otherwise my fingers will totally be a mess. I like to flip it over. See how well that's saturated? Wow. Sometimes you have to flip it over and do another round, but not this time. Okay. Yeah, see, some came off. And it's okay. Better to come off on there than me. All right, so let's try and tie a little. It's just really a knot bow. I might have enough here for two. Anyway. Deb, tie a knot. I'm trying to tie a bow instead of a knot. Oh my goodness. Might be a long night if that's what I'm doing, and we're only on card 1. And I thought I had everything pretty well prepared. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Okay. Now don't pull it too tight. Actually, let's see which side I like better. I actually pulled that even tighter than I wanted to, but oh well. It'll work. And then we're just going to snip and snip. I hate to waste that, but I will because I have a lot. I got that too long here. Snip. And we're just going to glue that down also right in the center of where that bell is. And actually, I want to turn it around because I kind of want, it's sticking to me. I want the pieces to kind of go up instead of down, like it's hanging on a ropey thing. This one's a little too long compared to the other one, and now that one's too long. All right, good enough. I'm snipping it away to nothing. I'll have to redo it. Okay, now we have to stamp our sentiment. Let's get rid of this for now. And we're just going to stamp Merry Christmas, which I don't have out again, which is in the Cherished Season stamp set. I have a lot out on blocks, but it's because I did these the other day, a lot of them. Let me see if I have another D block. Yes, I do, but I can't get it because my coffee's in the way. Maybe. All right. You could do this in the Stamparatus as well. And we're going to stamp that in Cherry Cobbler. This is, I think, 3/4 inch. Or maybe, oops, I had it right the first time. Yep, 3/4 inch. And then this is 1 inch. And let's see. This is 4 inches. This is longer than that, but we'll cut it down to be like 3 3/4, and then we're going to flag both ends, or one end, sorry. So Cherry Cobbler. Oh, really? Tweezers? What, the little leaf parts? Yeah, I'm kind of fumbly lately too. All right, so I'm actually going to try and get this sort of straight over close to the right side. How pretty is that, right? Ugh, love it. Love it, love it. Yes, I do. Let me see if I have stamping on the inside. No, this on the inside, I just used Whisper White on Cherry Cobbler and put a strip of paper. So I already have that available. I just wasn't sure if I also stamped. What happens with me, Alicia, is I sit down and pull out the paper and the stamps and I stare at them for a few minutes. And in this case, the paper gave me the idea because I had a strip of this paper left from something else. And then I think it was longer and I just cut it down and then it all sort of flowed from there. That's how I get the ideas sometimes. So it's just a matter of playing, really. All right, let me cut this down to, let me get my little trimmer, to 3 3/4. Because the other piece is 4. And then we're going to use the, I'm just going to use the big one this time because I have it out, the triple banner punch. I don't have the other one out and I have no room for it. And we're going to do this end. So this does not exactly go in here. It would be better in the banner pick-a-punch. And I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to bring it back just a little bit and test it because if I take it all the way, yeah, see, that's pretty close. Now this one I'll take in about halfway. That looks straight. Yeah. And let's see how we did. Bootyful. I think that's bootyful. I actually could have taken just a sliver off the Cherry Cobbler, but I'm going to let it go. Because sometimes the more I play, the worse it gets. So how do you guys, I mean, sometimes I do, and actually, the funny thing is, when I start playing, then the more I play, the more ideas I get. I didn't want to stop today, honestly. I started on this yesterday or the day before. I forget. I think yesterday. And I did quite a lot yesterday, including stuff for 10 on the 10th, which I was supposed to have done the day before that. Anyway, I still have more ideas flowing. It's like, you know, the paper does it to me, and everything. You see the design. Yeah, sometimes I see it in my head. And sometimes I sit down and stuff just flows when I start playing with the product. I think I have, oh man, that got on. I put it on crooked. Can you believe that? I can't undo it either because it's the white piece that's crooked. All right, now this is where we're using the Cherry Cobbler color out of the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. Those are in the annual catalog. And I actually use the little ones for the berries here. 2, and there's 3 little berries. So there we go. And I think I'm going to use a little one here too, and then 1 down here. So that's 5. And I think that's it, because this guy kind of looks stranded up here on the last card. So that is the outside, and then on the inside, isn't that cute? I like it better. Which one do you like better, the plain background or the one with the little holly leaves? I like it with the holly leaves. Looks sort of measly, but yeah. Yeah, you need to carry a little tablet or your friend, the holly one. Yeah, stamped background. Me too. Me too. Yep. All right, so this is going to have to be cut off a little bit because it's a 1/4 inch or so too long. This is part of the 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper, the 6x6 paper, which I love. I love that paper. I don't know. Is that? I had to check if that's one of the ones on sale. Yeah, I should. I want to get another one, but I don't because I just got that Curvy Celebrations paper, which has Christmas paper in it too. And yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, all right, so that goes in here against the garden green background. You have a design for your cover of your junk journal, but you haven't had time to. Oh. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get ideas just like while I'm watching videos or Netflix or whatever, you know, whatever. And if I don't jot them down right away, and even if I'm watching like another demonstrator, usually I watch other demonstrators for things like fun fold techniques and stuff. I've told you that before. I'm not good at that. That's okay, Kathleen. Thanks. Welcome back. Yeah, and I have to jot them down. So anyway, all right, there's card number 1 using the Cherish the Season stamp and dies out of the mini catalog by Stampin' Up. Let me figure out where to put them. You ready for card number 2? Drum roll. Hi, Justine. This was the first card we just finished. We're making 6 cards tonight, hopefully, if we get that far. This is going to be the second card. And this is the one, Heather, that I said looks similar to what you had done in a way. Thank you, Kathleen. That's okay. Yeah, we were talking about food earlier. What do you have for dinner? Yeah, 6 different designs. Yep. I have been a busy girl. And actually, I made another one, but I didn't get it pre-cut, so we're not going to do that tonight. And I have another one started. And plus I made 10 or more for tomorrow's 10 on the 10th. So yeah. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Now this uses the 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper, but it brings in the red and green foil paper that Stampin' Up! Has in the current mini catalog as well, which is beautiful. We're using the wide shaded spruce ribbon on this one, and we're using the doilies out of the Peony suite, the square vellum doilies. They're in the annual catalog. So this item is in the annual catalog. And actually, I'm not going to put this on, but I couldn't pull it up because it was tearing the doily. This is a sticker out of the Memories and More card pack that goes with this whole suite, but I don't like it there. So we're not going to put it there on this second one. Alrighty. So I have already, when I was doing these two, let me show you the dies. I forgot to put my die back too. Where is it? Uh-oh. I might have lost my other die already. Okay, well, anyway. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's these two. Now there's a die to cut that too. I'm missing dies. Uh-oh. I'll find them. Don't worry. Anyway, that's not right. That's not right. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. I used this one, which is the big one, and the one we just used, which I now can't find, that has the little leaves that pop out. And I've already done them because I did 2 each at the time. I did a big red and a big green and a little red and a big little green. So we're going to use the opposite. All right. Let me put this back on here. Now I have to find my dies. That is going to bother me now. All right. So let me move this aside. And we're going to use the green foil this time. Same paper though. So, and we're going to use a thick Whisper White card base. Thick, same A2 size. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and it's a vertical one again. And I'm going to waste some of this foil, and we're just going to glue this down. And I used seal or something on this, but I didn't get it straight. So guess what? I'm using glue this time. I still might not get it straight. Okay. You can't think of any card to make? Yeah. There's actually I usually am too. Like normally I would be cutting these out of here, but I cut them out of scraps. But you get, I think you get 2, I don't have the label here. You do. You get 2 of each 12 by 12 of these. I'm getting fingerprints all over them, but of the red and the green. I haven't even touched one whole sheet of them yet, and I still have 2 half sheets. This is the other side of this 'Tis the Season designer paper, but we're going to use the plaid. I'm really upset about my dies now. Oh, they're here somewhere under this mess. Oh, see, I just moved it. Just moved it. Don't do that. Kind of hold it in place firmly down. There we go. Now we're going to wrap the ribbon around before I forget. This is the shaded spruce ribbon in the same suite, 1 inch wide, and that's going to wrap right around the middle. So now we're going to get the Seal Plus. Oh, come on, really? Don't know who that is. Of course, I'm live. That's why it would happen. Oh, boy. I know. We have all kinds of metallic paper in this. We have the brushed metallics, which are like copper, bronze, and gold in the mini catalog. Plus, in the annual, we have champagne, silver, gold, bronze, and I think copper, but don't hold me to that. All kinds of metallic papers. There is our background. So now we're going to bring our card base in and glue it down. You could pop this up on dimensionals if you wanted to, the whole thing, but I chose to pop the bells up instead. Is that straight? Just pretty straight, right? Yep. Now, to get this down, I think I just used my Seal Plus and put a little bit on the ribbon, right in the middle, and a little bit up here because it's going to be hidden under the bells, and a little bit down here. You can use glue dots, but the part down here is going to be hidden under this. Now the part up here might end up showing because I had it under that, and there is like a second side and a front side, and then we're just going to put this down and hope, and it should go pretty much. Look at that, how it lines up with that plaid. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Now these are loose. We can tack them down later with a single glue dot or something like that if we want to. Let's bring in dimensionals, and I lost my dimensionals. Here they are. And put these up. So we're going to do this one first. It's going to go right there and right here. And actually, one of the little green things fell out, so I'm actually going to cover that with that ring of that second one, like that. But they have Scotch tape, or however, whatever, clear tape on the back as well, just holding all those pieces in because, again, the foil parts came out of the opposite color one. All right, let's put these down. Yeah, the vellum doilies are beautiful. They really are. And I, up until recently, forgot I had them, and now I'm like addicted to them again. I don't think I need more than 3. We'll put this one on this one. Put this one on this one. Okay. I tried using my pokey tool to get these off today, and it works all right, but to me, it's more trouble than just using my fingers. So now there is a little sticky there. What I might do when we're done this is use my powdery thing that I use for embossing and just try and take some of the sticky away that way. I'm using some minis here because this is a little bit smaller, and I have a big one on there already, which took up a lot of room. Okay. Now this I have to make sure, oops, you know what? I'm actually going to take that big one off or move it down a little bit because this one's going to overlap here. And I'm just going to put a touch of glue, not a lot, because I don't want it squirting out. But that is going to be over top right there, like that. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Now I might put a little red bow right there instead. But before we do that, let us stamp our sentiment. I have green foil cut here, and the size of that is 1 inch by, I think, 3 3/4. Yep, by 3 3/4, just enough to go across the plaid paper. So this is 3/4 by 3 1/2. And we're going to stamp in, we're going to use real red this time because we used shaded spruce on the other one, but we're going to bring out the red in the background color. Thank you, Justine. I know, Heather, that's the one. You'll see. I did something similar, but this was sort of the the design, but I saw that, and that's what made me think, you're going to think I copied you. But there's another one that you did inspire me, though. All right, I have to try and get this on straight. Not really in frame. All right, help me get it on. So why is that paper looking crooked? I'm going to stamp this down towards the bottom more because, maybe, because it looks sort of lopsided. Well, now it's really lopsided. All right, let's try that again. Which way was it lopsided? Going downhill. Okay. Probably tried to over. Sometimes I get the stickers on wrong. That's much better. And it's hard for me to tell where the stamp actually is on the other side. So be really careful putting your stickers on. That's what I'll say. I'm going to trim that a little bit just because to me the paper looks a little crooked. Sometimes I use scraps and they're not always exactly straight. Yeah, see, that's not exactly 3/4 inch. And it wasn't even because it's skinnier down here than it is there. There we go. All right. And then that, I'm actually going to use Seal Plus instead of liquid glue because I don't trust that I'm not going to be able to get it from squirting out. Now let's see. Oops. If I can get it sort of centered. Nope. Luckily on foil paper it comes up a little better. Not much better. Oh my gosh. Tearing it. All right, well it's done. It's gonna be crooked. And I just it knew it was bad. It threw itself in the trash can. Oh my gosh. Aw, Paper Whispers, thank you. You're my second super chat. I forget it's there, and I don't expect people to do that. So, but thank you so much. Oh, okay. That's good to know, Heather. I figure because the part of it is the Federal Trade Commission stuff. But I would have thought some of yours, maybe yours will be changing later, though. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that anymore on here. Okay, so now the bling we're going to use is going to be the same. It's these, they're part of the same suite, Wonderful Gems, and we're going to use the red ones that have the goldish flecks in it. So let's see, we'll put a big one, not big, but one down here, and a little one up here right in the center of that design, and another little one, I guess, over here. Like right down here. And I do think I'm going to put a little bow right there. So I'm going to bring in this ribbon from the Poinsettia Place. I'm going to do another one of those little knot bows. I think. I don't know. I have to hold it up to it because in my lighting here, this actually looks more orangey. No, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Your trimmer's terrible. The little one is not for sale, unfortunately, by Stampin' Up anymore. But yeah, I like it for certain things. I don't like it for cutting my cardstock normally because it's too small. But for just cutting like I just did to even something out, it works great. Here we go again, snippy time. One more. Okay. Now I'm going to get a glue dot. Now, should I just put that under there? I should have put it through there, huh? Maybe I can pop that up through a little bit. And then, hang on. And then put the glue dot down on the bottom. I'm going to try that. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Thank you, Jen. Okay, Heather. Oh, yeah, I have, 4 more cards to go. If we don't get to them all, I'll just do the rest on another week. Why did that give me foamy stuff on there? That was weird. Anyway, I'm going to put that there. And we're going to try and put this under here. And then I'll push down on here and sort of make that pop up through a little bit. Where's my other part of my pokey tool? Operation Ribbon Pop-Up. The ideas I get sometimes don't always work. You know what? That is good enough, I think. I don't know. I think I might have liked it better on the top. Pulling it up without trying to tear the other thing. We're going to do it on the top and push down through. There we go. I like that better, I think. I don't know. It's up for debate. But don't like the bow. It's not cooperating. There we go. That's better. Okay. That is the card on the outside. And then the inside, same thing we did before. And that is just the paper. Actually, hang on. I lie. Look what I did on the inside. I put, may you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. So let me find that. Which stamp set are you in? You are in Cherish the Season. All right. And I have it out already somewhere. That might be on the Stamparatus. No, it isn't. Okay. May you cherish. That must be this one. Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. Get this ribbon out of the way. They're playing dance music. Dance to the music, Alicia. Get that exercise in. All right, let's stamp this in. What did I stamp it in? Cherry cobbler. I think I used cherry cobbler. Or no, I used shaded spruce. But see, I have shaded spruce background, so I'm going to use cherry cobbler this time. Well, that was sweet, Justine. All right. Actually, I'm going to bring up my scrappy paper just because my cherry cobbler ink, I had refilled it not too long ago, and actually that looks better. It must be getting better now. It was giving me little splotches, and I'm going to kind of try and put this straight. We'll see. It's not too bad. It's not perfect, but we're going with it. I'm not even going to try and flip it over and do it again because I'll probably get it worse. Okay. Hi, Therese. Welcome. We're on card 2 of 6. I'm pretty, I just smeared that. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, now I have to flip it over. Can you believe that? Ugh. Say, yep, it's Deb here. It's Deb here. Oops, that's Merry Christmas. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to stand up to try and get this straight again. And try not to smear it. Apparently, the ink is still very juicy. It's not bad. I have it a little to the right, and that's sort of what I wanted to do because I had forgotten that I'm putting this on. But let me let that dry for a second. Oh no, what happened to Joyce? Oh, Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're okay. Oh, the storm, right. Okay. Yeah, be thinking well wishes for Paige's husband had surgery yesterday, I believe. And they kept him overnight for observation. I haven't heard anything today, but he might be getting out today. So anyway, keep them in your thoughts and prayers too, if you don't mind. I forgot to check with her today, and I've been busy, and I'm sure she is equally busy. And we're just going to put this on. This piece is 5 1/4 by 4. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4, and this is 3/4 inch wide by 5. Oops. And there's our smeared one. All right. It's coming together. Just slightly different colorway because the bells are opposite and we used green foil instead of the red. Now that the red and green foil is not part of the suite, but it is in the mini catalog somewhere. So you can find it in the same August to December 2020 mini catalog if you are interested in the red and green foil sheets. Really pretty, right? I like them both. You love all the plaid. This particular plaid is out of the 'Tis the Season. It's not out of that plaid tidings. The paper I'm using is that so far. That paper came out of there, as did the one from the first card, which is this. So 2 cards down, one more with bells, but a little bit different. Now this time, this is not 'Tis the Season. This is the Wonder of the Season specialty paper. And I just want to quick show you. This is red foiling on here. So you get these sheets, you know, that are like this with red foiling. And then there's some with gold foiling. And then the backs of them are all black and white, like newspaper print kind of stuff. So I have one card where we're going to use the newspaper side too, but there's red and gold sheets in here and all have the different black and white things on the back. So this is again on thick whisper white. I just used regular real red in the background on this, but we're going to use shaded spruce. We're going to switch it up again because, well, let me finish what I did. This is out of the Hippo set, I think. I'm pretty sure. Which I've been using a lot lately. Hang on. Is it? Or is it this one? Nope. Yep. Has to be out of the Hippo one. I buried it. I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. I think it's the smallest Hippo one. Hippo and Friends out of the annual catalog. And if it's not, I don't know what it is. Maybe I misplaced that too. Because, I don't know. Nothing's working. Anyway, I've already die cut it. So, hopefully it is. But we're going to use shaded spruce on Whisper White. And we're going to use the gold foiling. Now these are a carryover and they're in the mini catalog. Where are they? I don't know what I did with them. Here they are. These are called Jingle Bells and they come in this little container and you get 24 and they're like a cherry cobbler color, a shaded spruce, and a shiny gold. The other ones are more not as shiny. But that's what I used along with the 1/16 inch gold cord that's in the same suite. And I wrapped that around this card 3 times. I did stamp and die cut the Nah, I didn't. I just die cut them and colored them in again from white paper. So we'll do that again. Oh, yeah, I'm losing it. When I cut these, I don't know if you can see it, but there's little gold dots around the border, and I cut it so it was just on the other side of those, the gold bordered dots. And that's going to go up here at the top like that. So let me do that, and then we'll we'll do our stamping and stuff first, and then we'll wrap our cord around and put the bells on. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Nix. Thank you, honeybees. Thank you, Kathleen. You love the foil? Yes, the red and green foil is in the mini catalog too. And Kathleen's having a party, don't forget, through the 29th of October. So if you would like anything, please order against her party. I'll show the number again at the end, but it's below all my October videos and lives. All right, now we have to do a little stamping. So let me get my pieces. Oh, and instead of, okay, I already cut these out. Instead of cutting them out in white and coloring them red, I cut them out in gold, and I cut these out in gold. So I think we're going to heat emboss this in gold also. So yeah, I wrote a note to myself, use Versamark and gold embossing powder. I just want to see if this is the same size, because I think it's not. It's bigger. I'm getting concerned. I must have gremlins in here. I need to start looking, because now I'm missing the smaller one of these. We're going to go with it anyway, and the bells will just have to hang down over it, because I don't know where the small one is. Yikes. All right, so Versamark and my little powder thing and gold embossing powder and that sheet of paper. Okay, this is the front because it has a little line ridge around it. Okay, embossing buddy thing. And we're going to use Merry Christmas, which is out of the same stamp set, the Cherish the Season. I'm just making sure it's clean before I put it on my Versamark, because any leftover ink will go onto your Versamark pad if it isn't clean. I probably need a new one of those. Now, gold embossing powder gives me the most heartache. It seems to leave the most shadows than the other embossing powders to me. I don't seem to have that with the other ones as bad. But I put a lot of stuff on powder, so hopefully I won't have that problem. And I have this little spoony thing in here. This is Stampin' Up's gold embossing powder. And tap that off. I have a little brush over here I'm going to bring in. Gently blow so you don't have it all fly up in your face. I have to be careful because sometimes when I do this, I get it too close to the letters. I'm going to also tap on the back. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay. And that is number 109, 129, and it's in the annual catalog. All right, here comes the noise. You like the foil bells without the leaves. Thank you, Deborah. Let's see what I can do. Ta-da! I don't know if that was in frame, but there it is. Okay, put the Versamark away. We may need that later on. Let's bring this back in. All right, we're going to have to wrap the cording around first. And let me play with these. You don't like the leaves with it? Well, actually, I might put a leaf like that and like this because this is a bigger die cut. It looks like fish bones, doesn't it? I'm not sure. I think I'm with you on that. This is designer series paper, yes. But I thought it sort of looked like those, but actually it looks more like the, oh, you know what? Hang on. Hang on. Where's that stamp that has the, I think down here on the bottom, this is what these look like, more so than these fishbone looking things. I might still tuck one or two in, but I think I'm going to use shade, just down here, a few of these in shaded spruce, on shaded spruce. I could even use, you know what, let me just use Versamark just in case I boo-boo and get it up on the white. I don't plan on doing that, but we'll have some of those same kind of leaves, tone on tone. I don't know why I just put that away. There. Room. Room. Now it goes on pretty clear, but it will show up a little better as it dries. Let me put this one like this. And one more over here. And that's all, I think. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do because the other part's going to be maybe one little corner here. Okay. That'll just give it a little more texture in the background and bring out the shape of those pine branches. Now, I could also stamp some pine branches on here, but I don't think I want to. Maybe my bell placement will change, though. I might put it over here instead. And maybe a little one down here instead of two together, or two together like that. And just, I think I still need some gold sticking out over here. Kind of annoyed now. I'm missing some of my dies. Several of my dies. They've got to be here because I haven't been anywhere but in this room most of the time for the last couple days. We're going to have bells hanging down in the middle, so I don't really want anything. How about like that? No, well, thank you. The problem I have is this is a bigger one of these, and I can't find the die for this one. I thought I probably had it out to use, and I don't know what I did with it. Probably in a basket somewhere saying this is already out. Use me instead of back where it belongs. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to put these down onto this and tuck those in with the glue dots, and then I'm going to take it off and we're going to wrap the stuff around the back. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we we had our supper tonight is leftover night for me. So I'm just going to put one on this for now to put it right about here. And I'm going to put one on this little guy. Maybe. These glue dots are really strong, but they're... I guess I'm going to put it side by side. And now let me put a few on the back. Okay, so one up here for this guy. I'm going to have to glue that a little bit, but we'll wait a while. And one up in the corner on the top for the two little ones. And one down here, which are a little bit too close to the edge, but let's do one at a time, Deb. I need another one for that guy. Thank you. I'll show you the other two. Ooh, BLTs, yummy. Yeah, when I was at the Amish shop, they had like 4 tomatoes left, and I didn't get them because they looked like they maybe got a little frostbite or something. So I was disappointed, but I know it's end of season. All right, so that's how that's going to look. We'll probably put some other bling here, and the bells are going to hang here. All right, so let's get our cord out. And this stuff, Seal Plus. And for Linda, who's got to leave soon, here's our first 2 cards. We're going to try and make 6 tonight. Yeah, I like the gold too, and I like the red too. I like it all. This is my problem. I like it all. All right, this is the Seal Plus. We're going to wrap that cord around 3 times. So I'm going to actually come over and put some down the middle here too, down the middle of the card. Look at that. That tore the card paper. This stuff, and it just ran out. Guess that's all I need. All right, so cord. Wow, that's not good. Hang on. That actually tore my cardstock. Wow. All right, let's try the seal. Oh, that's the same. Oh, it didn't run out. What the heck? Here we go. That was weird. That was just weird. All right, sorry. All right, so we're going to just wrap it around. I'm not going to make it go. I think I did it like, yeah, I did. It's all right. We're just going to wrap it. We're just going to wrap it. I'm not even going to worry about making a design with it this time, because we're going to just tie. That has to go up a little bit though. We're going to tie this together with the bell cord. Okay. And I wanted a lot on there to hold that cording down. It's not really up high enough. There we go. Manipulate it with your fingers. Do whatever. You tell who's boss. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to glue this down before I lose it or something. You only live once? Yeah, exactly. We only live one. That is for sure. And we never know when our time is going to be here either. Okay, now I need another little piece of that cord. And I need 3 bells. And where did I put them? I should have left them out, huh? You know what? They're a carryover, and I didn't get them last year. I got them this year. I thought, well, we have a bell set this year, like this kind of bell, so I'm just going to go ahead and get them. And there they are. And I'm using them. I have another project that you'll see on the 23rd using them too. So come back for that on the 23rd. And let's see, I think what I did is tied a knot. Tied a knot? I hope this is what I did. No. I put them on first and then I tied a knot, I think. Don't hold me to that. It's been a day or two since I did this. But I'll figure it out as I go. Gold in the middle. Green. Yeah, I think that's what I did. And then I just tied a double knot in the middle here, like that. Isn't that cute? You could do a bow, but the knot on this cord is slippery, and it will come undone. If you want a little bow there, you can, but I did not. I just snipped. I snipped a little bit out, so we have a little bit flying, but there. I might even snip more of that off. All right, now let's put this on dimensionals, which is going to tuck under here a little bit. Actually, this little guy, I might have to snip off too. I'll try it on dimensionals. I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm almost thinking I should glue it down because it's bigger. Oh well. Is the card base from a kit? No. This I just stamped using these, which are from the same set, I think. Yeah. It's all, these are from the Cherish the Season, as is the Merry Christmas we stamped. And the Bells die cut, it's this one and another one that I used earlier, and now I can't find. It's, I know it's here because I used it earlier tonight. You're loving it? Yeah, good. Place an order. Kathleen needs orders this month. We need to get her party going a little better. Yay. Sorry, don't mean to be pushy, but you know. All right. Yeah, I'm not as crazy about that. I'm going to snip this cord end a little bit more. And actually, that doesn't look, that didn't stick off too bad since I tucked it up under there a little bit. Maybe that'll hold that in place more. I don't know. I might actually cut that straight across later. But in the meantime, we're going to let that go, and we're going to put the lid on this Seal Plus stuff and put some gold bling from the same set here. And let's see, maybe one over here. And then I guess we'll have to put one up here, a small one. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do on that. So on the inside, we're going to just put, I don't know that I'm going to, oh, I did stamp on here. We're going to stamp what we stamped in the last card. Not Merry Christmas. Where is it? May you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. And we're going to use these pine leaves and have them come down from the corners as well. So let's do that. Let's do that stamping. Party invitations. I don't have parties, especially not swanky parties. It's been a while since I've been to a party. The last one I went to was for my friend's 60th birthday. And that's over 5 years ago. So, yeah. I hope I didn't move that. Oh, look at that. It's good enough. Now, we're going to still use Shaded Spruce. That was Shaded Spruce ink. And I think I stamped off a little bit on this. Yes, I did. And that is what we'll put on the inside on the Shaded Spruce. I probably should have stamped that sentiment in a different color, or in gold, but it's okay. It's the inside of the card. Okay, I can sit back down now. Deb, does the Stampin' Spots come with labels you can write on? The blank ones, I am not sure, honestly, because I have not bought them. Probably. I'm guessing they have some kind of thing you can write on them. Hold on a second till I get this in the card, and I'll pull out the annual because we're in between stamp sets then anyway. Okay, thank you, Heather. That would be a big help. I think they have to have some kind of label. It just where it would have the color on it. Normally it would be blank. So anyway, there's the inside of that one and that one. And there we go. So there's all three cards that we're doing with the Cherish the Season stamp set. And then we're going to switch gears to the Wonder one. Wishes and Wonder one. So there's one, which actually is two different colorways there, and then two different sort of colorways here with the green foil and the red foil. Alrighty. That makes me mad that I don't have that little one. I have to look through my drawer. It probably is loose in my drawer somewhere. Anyway. All right, next up. Hi, Brina. Oh, they don't have labels? Okay, thank you for the information, Brina. There you go. Sorry, Justine. Linda's leaving. Bye, Linda. Have a good dinner. Well, that's a good question, Alicia. I send some of them out. I'm behind in sending them out still. And in the past, I have donated boxes full of them to the nursing home my mother used to be in. But they're still in lockdown, and I keep forgetting to call them and say, you know, I know you're in lockdown, but will you accept card the boxes so that people can, you know, send them to their families. People in the nursing home can send them, because last year I donated them and they sold some of them at the craft fair they had. Well, the craft fair is canceled, so I don't know. I'm honestly not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing this year. Okay, so now we're switching to the Wishes and Wonders, which has the deer, the sleigh, a tag, which I actually did make some of, and I put them in something. You're going to have to come back on the 23rd. There will be a video for that. I'm starting back up my fun fold, but it's only going to be on the 4th Friday. It's going to be 4th Friday fun fold. That'll be a video. That's not going to be part of the live. And actually, I think I've used every bit of this except this little tag so far. And every bit of this, I think, also. So let's get started. Alrighty. So I'm going to bring in another element here. This is going to be on Shaded Spruce cardstock. This is Designer Series paper out of the 'Tis the Season. Let me pull it out and show you. It looks like this, and it has a red design on the back. Right. I like this. I think the small size is better for Stamparatus also. Or if you have limited storage, it's good for that too. There you go. They are convenient. I have a collection of them from Paper Pumpkin. Yeah. Hopefully, who will be sending one to you? Oh, Honeybee. Which one? Yeah, that's a good idea. Just a little color thing or something. Right. Yeah, a lot of people just like the small ones. When I first started getting inks before Stampin' Up, that's all I had was like those little, with the exception of Distress Oxide, I just had those little memento teardrops or something they're called, I think. Oh, thank you. Yours are too. I watched some of your videos recently. Anyway, back to the card. Shaded spruce, A2, but turned horizontally. Piece of designer paper over the entire front, so 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then a piece of basic black, but this is from the Forever Greenery specialty paper that has those backgrounds as well as, you know, flowery and leafy things. So I hadn't used any of the backgrounds yet, or maybe only one. And then this is cut out of the red and gold foil Wonder of the Season Designer Series paper. Old-fashioned sleigh rides, 50 cents. Yeah, it had to be old-fashioned. And I had already used had it in with my gold foil, a leftover stitched rectangle stitch die. And let me, if I haven't lost that, let me show you which one that is. Oh my gosh. I believe it is, I had it numbered 4. Is it this one? Yes. So it's the 4th one in from the edge in the stitched rectangles, the gold. Now again, when you cut this out, it has little dotted lines around it, and I cut just inside the dotted lines, and then I just trimmed it as I needed to get within the stitched line of the stitched rectangle. So that's what I did. And then I laid down the foil, I laid this down, tacked it down with Seal Plus or Seal, I can't remember which. And then I bumped the whole black piece up on foam what's this stuff called? Foam adhesive sheets. And I have a piece here that probably will work. Yep. Okay, so let's get started. Now, I'm going to show you a kind of a boo-boo. I was playing with white chalk ink and the stencil, but I kind of messed it up. So I thought, well, I'm not going to throw it out. I'm going to just use it and cover it with this paper. So that's what we're doing. I was going to save it and try and use it for something else. She has multiple channels. Yes, she does. Oh, honeybees, I'm sure you can do it. You and Heather both are really talented. Brina makes gorgeous cards too. And it's all from the same suite, Brandy. Come on, get that order in. Oh, gosh. I think you can if you... I don't think you can on your phone, Heather, at least not here in the States, but I think you can if you use something like StreamYard or one of those services. Ah. Well, too bad you don't really want this because it's cool stuff. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to use a slightly different pattern from, and this is what they look like. They just pull apart. You don't have to cut them or anything. This one had sort of a diamond pattern. This one's more like a herringbone because I'm still working on the first sheet out of 2. So anyway. Oh, I figured it was nautical. Whispers like ASMR. She has paper channel. She has jewelry. Alicia makes beautiful jewelry. Alicia should join our Having Fun Making Jewelry collab on the 18th. They talk to you. All right, guys, I gotta stay on point here. I already have cut this, and this one I had to cut, and I think I cut this one down just a little bit more this time. Let me glue that first with glue. And this is the newspaper print on the back. How am I doing on time? 5:30. So we've been on an hour and a half. We have half an hour to get 3 cards done. I don't know if we're going to make it. I'll try. Oops, slide it over. There we go. Usually I would not use wet glue on foil, but I'm going to just to make sure I get it right. Yeah, you're distracting me. All right, now this, how I'm going to put this down, bring out my Seal or Seal Plus, either one. Make sure this still has to, I'm just going to put some down, oops, a couple little bits down here in the middle because it's going to be covered by that. And that's going to be enough to tack this down to start. Okay, and then this, we're going to actually do the same thing. I like the Seal Plus. Have I mentioned that before? I'm getting better with the seal. I actually was using that today quite a bit. All right, now we're just going to bump this up on this. I need more. Maybe I need a bigger sheet. I don't want to use dimensionals because it would take way too many. But if I just cut this about right here and here, I'm going to see if my little chomper thing will chomp that. I think it will. Your regular trimmer will cut it, but you have to go back and forth a few times, and you might have to flip it over and do the other side. I have tried that, and it has worked, but that worked even faster. So now I'm just going to put this sort of centered. And these are the foam adhesive sheets. And then we're just going to put that on the front. See, this card is an easy card. It just needs the pretty papers and stuff to do the work. Now, on the inside, there's where we do our stamping. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get our little sheet up here again that's looking pretty messy. We're going to get the sleigh, which is here somewhere. And I think we stamp off 3 times. I mean, the 3rd iteration. FOMO is real. What's FOMO? I never heard of FOMO. This is called foam adhesive sheets. It's about, I wrote it down, 1/16 inch thick. It's not real thick, but it's probably about as thick as the dimensionals are, if you have the dimensionals. But in bigger pieces, you get 6 4 9/16 by 4 3/8 inch sheets. Fear of missing out. Oh, I do. In fact, as I was cutting up all these beautiful papers, I thought, I'm going to do a stamping session soon where all we're using is scraps. I'm not happy with that. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to put this sort of over this way. Sorry if my head gets in the way. There we go. And then we're going to heat emboss in gold right over that in a moment. As soon as I get the shaded spruce off my sleigh, because I'm going to need that for another card. And it needs to be clean for that card. Okay. Let me put this away and get my Versamark back out that I buried. Here's the Versamark. And we're using the May you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the coming. Nope, this is different. This is from the Bell one. We're using May the wonder of Christmas stay with you throughout the coming year. That's what we're using. And we're going to use Versamark, not the lid. And I'm going to have to stand up for this to try and make sure I get it centered over. Oh, wait. Embossing buddy. Ah. Which we don't sell anymore, but I still use it because otherwise, especially with gold, I get little bits everywhere. All right, and I sort of want this up on this part of the sleigh. Which I can't see very good, but it's there. And now gold embossing powder. Deb, you may always get lucky with, oh, fear of missing out. Got it. Thank you, Alicia. 11 thumbs up. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get this embossing powder on here. Get my little scoopy thing. And I have a little spot right there. There we go. All right, let me get my little brush. And then we will put the noise machine on again after we close our lid and put that out of the way so we don't get our gold embossing powder melted. Scrappy strip technique is your favorite? Yeah, I'm going to try that. Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much. I'm going to go under. You should always let it heat up for a minute or two first. I like to go under just to get it started, and then I bring it back to the front. And there we go. I should have stayed under a little more. It's done, but I'm going to give it a little on the, just underneath, just to even it out because it started to curl a little bit. Isn't that pretty? And then I had a little strip of paper, but here it is. We're just going to put this down the side with the pine trees on, and then we'll put it on our black mat. So this piece is 5 by 3 3/4. It is a little curled, but it'll flatten out. I will tame it. Let me get rid of the messy paper. And let's cut it here. Okay. There we go. And then I think the black with it makes it kind of just really pop. Pop, pop, pop. And it is a little bit warped. So I'm going to turn it over, get my bone folder, and smooth it out. And hope that worked. Much better. Still a little bit warped. It'll flatten. It'll flatten. Bring my card in. What did I just do? Oh no, I must have had dirt on my, on my finger. Look at my fingers. Oh, no, don't look at my fingers. They're stained. Oh my goodness. I have so many techniques I want to try that I haven't yet. I got something on it from turning it upside down. I'll get the eraser out after this and fix that. Okay, so that's our first card using Wishes and Wonders. Oh, we forgot the bling. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. Okay, so in these dies, there's this little bit here. And what this does is it just pops out a lot of dots. So I played with it and tried it, and I made gold little dots. And we'll just put some of those on here because it doesn't really need other bling. And how you have to do that, though, is just put a little dab. Little dab. A little bit bigger than that dab. Come on, dab. Ooh, there we go. I was afraid to squeeze too hard. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, picking up a little gold piece. And there you go. Let me find some other ones that are gold because I have some other colors here too. There are two sizes, which I didn't realize. There's some little ones down here and a little bit bigger ones there. I need to get a baby wipe and wipe my hands off. So if you need little confettis or little dots, and then I'm sure you can use that as a decorative piece too, if you plan ahead of time and can use it in a card as a texture, because it won't cut that whole shape out. Looks like oh no, I put one up in the trees. I'm going to put one up here this time because, as you just saw, I couldn't find the one in the trees a minute ago. Okay, I don't know if I have, oops, I don't know if I have enough glue on that one, but we'll see. It's just a little dot. There we go. There we go. Put the glue back there. Put the scissors away up here. I just turned the light back up. Okay. So that is card 4, but the first one with the Wonders of the Season. Yes, you could use them in a shaker card. Joseph's coat. Yeah, I want to try that too. All right, next up. This one. This is going to be, I might as well not wash my hands because this is going to make me even messier. So this is on basic black cardstock, turned. It's actually cut differently. It's cut, this is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So, and then turned this way. And I think, yeah, that is too. So we're going to use the reverse side of that beautiful paper, the gold foil paper, and we're going to stamp on it. Here it is, with this, which is out of the, oh, there's one of those little gold things stuck to my block. Okay, and we're going to use Shaded Spruce. Okay, Brandy, AFK. No, come back, come back. Let me get rid of my card base and get my scrappy paper up again. Good thing I had scrappy paper, huh? It's looking pretty bad. Now I have another idea that popped into my head while I was doing this one, and I will save that for a future card because I didn't have time to make it, and I will probably do it on a Sunday with my Sunday stamping tips, techniques, and more, but it won't be this Sunday because I have something else planned for this Sunday. I think, I don't know, we'll see. With me, it's always subject to change. I know that looks horrible because of that messy paper, but it's about to get messier. So, okay. So we have the doily again. Let me put this ink away. I think we're done with that for now. And actually, we can go ahead and glue that onto our card base because there's nothing that's going to wrap around it. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. And you know, with the foil paper, I have more of a problem, using the reverse side. Make sure you get the words right side up when you do this. I just was looking at it thinking, oh gosh, but they're okay. So this doesn't really show up on here. Now, Heather did a video, I don't know, a day or two ago, and she used Versamark and used white embossing powder on her vellum doilies, and it turned out pretty. So that inspired me to make a red one, and it takes a bit, so bear with me, guys. We're going to use Real Red, and we're first going to color this with a very messy sponge, piece of sponge. And I'm just going to dab it on, and this whole sheet's going to, let me make sure I have the right side. Yes, I do. This sheet, it's sort of going to look orange too at first, but then when you hold it up to the paper, it'll look red. The thing with what I'm going to do this with red ink. I'm going to dry it a little bit. I might do it a little more with red ink, and then I'm going to use Versamark and clear embossing powder to make it shiny. You wouldn't have to make it shiny, but I think that sort of seals the color in too. So that's why we're going to do that. So this is messy. If you wanted to, you could put this down and hold it still and get a nice piece of paper under it and have a design come through, but that's for another day. Oh, yeah, it was a good mistake. You did inspire someone. I think we all inspire each other. I was inspired by that, and also I was watching Honeybees. She did her paper pumpkin alternatives, and she cut the witch's hat in half and made it into a regular hat. And I thought, well, that was really creative. But you know what? That gave me another idea, and I don't want to say yet because I might be trying it in the near future. And if it works out, I'll share that as another alternative. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do on that because some of it's going to be covered anyway. I'm going to take the dryer to it and try and dry it a little bit. All right, hang on, guys. You know what? Let me get my tweezers just to hold it still a little bit so it doesn't blow away. I don't want it too close to that vellum because that vellum could melt. See, it looks sort of orangey, doesn't it? But it'll be all right. I'm going to go over it again with the red ink. Paige does. Paige is my first card making mentor. And she still amazes me. And she'll tell you that almost all her cards are cased, but she loves doing fun folds. And I thought I would, but honestly, I just don't have time, it seems like, to do all the fun folds I'd like to do. I do some. I have one for you for the 23rd. So I'm going to do fun folds on the 4th Friday of every month, but it'll be a video. It won't be a live. All right. That's all I'm going to do with that for the red. Yeah, I know. They had other ones, you're right, but they got rid of them. And so did I. So what they have, gold, clear, white, silver, and black, I think now, right? And I have them all, but I only have the silver and the black. I don't have in a special container, which is bad because I think I forget to use the silver one. Okay, I'm going to dry that again a little bit. It kind of melts the ink though, so you don't want to do it too much and too close. Okay, now I'm going to get my Versamark messy. I know I am. And I thought about dabbing it on with a clean sponge, but I don't know if I'll try it. I actually have a clean sponge here. I think it's going to just doing it with a sponge, I think is going to make some of the red come off. Not too bad, actually. It's faster. Okay. If it's not too bad, then that was a test. We're going to do it like this. Yeah, I did. I got some on there. Ugh, that's all right. I need a new pad anyway. I'll add that to my order for next week or the week after, whenever. All right, now we need clear embossing powder. And I just dropped the gold upside down. Good thing the lid's on tight. White, clear, gold, and silver. Oh, we don't have black anymore? Yuck. All right, I am actually going to leave this on this paper. Maybe not. Let me flip it over. That paper's pretty yucky. It's pretty yucky on this side too, but it's not sticky on that side. This side with I could hold this right over the container, couldn't I? Yeah, I could do that. I might have to do this in 2 takes. All right, let's do it in 2 takes. All right. All right. And I think the first time I did this, I actually did the whole thing once, and then I did the whole thing again, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time. Well, maybe I will be, because I'm putting some on the other end that I didn't get on yet. And a little more, I'll just cover the whole thing again. Experimentation. Picked it up with my tweezers. Dump the rest in there. Actually, I'll leave this here till I'm done with the embossing tool. And then we'll get back to making the actual card. Alrighty. I think that's about it now. Okay. That's it. I'm going to let that cool for a minute. Although, lift it up, because it might be stuck down a little bit. Get rid of that. Okay. See? You might have to try that. Yeah. Which one are we talking about? Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would work better. Hang on, I'm going to get a baby wipe. Because even though I had paper down and stuff, and I know this is wet, but I'll put another scrap down. Because I have embossing powder everywhere, and I can wipe my fingers off now too. Yay! Get another scrap. Okay. Let's put Stampin' Up right side up. All right, so we're just going to tack that down again with some Seal Plus, probably. I'll have to remember the other way. Stamp in Versamark first, then in the colored ink pad. Yeah, but then aren't you getting Versamark on your colored ink pad? I don't know. Seems like you would be. Just putting some in the middle, that's it. Because we're going to have stuff all over this. Actually, I'm going to pull that up. I have to put a piece of ribbon down first. And I don't have it cut yet, so thought I did, but I don't. Let me make sure. We're going to use this ribbon. And it's going to just go across the front. It's not going to wrap around. I have to make sure I have the right length. All right, now I want this one to go this way. And this one to go that way too. That is going to go right in the middle. So actually, I'm going to take this over all the way. Put this down. Now we'll put this down. Now we can tack a little bit in the middle of the ribbon again. And I may, like on the other one, I may use a little bit up here or a glue dot. I probably did use a glue dot, but in fact, let's just do that. I'll get my tool out and use it because it's curling a little bit. I want to try and keep the glue dot kind of flat. And let's put it under that piece that's sort of got more to it rather than an open area. And then here on the ribbon, which I don't know, I guess right here. One more. This is the Take Your Pick tool. Everybody must be busy Friday night, only 17 on tonight. Okay, now we're going to stamp. Oops, I just lost something. Hang on. We're going to stamp using the same stamp as these. And I actually think I used Just Jade on here. And then I colored the berries in with a Stampin' Up marker in Cherry Cobbler, but I'm going to use Real Red this time because I had done those before I actually made this card. So we're going to stamp those, 2 of them, and we're going to die cut those, assuming the die is in my die cuts. Yes, it is. It's right here. So let me pull that out and put it here. And we have the stamp. Now we just need the scrap of white paper to do it. And I have that. And we also have to stamp the deer, the buck actually, and we have to stamp the sentiment. And I have 2 pieces just in case I don't get it straight. But let's do the whatever this is, mistletoe. Mistletoe, that's what I'm going with. And I will use Just Jade again because I think it looks good. And I think I can get 2 on here. Yep. Move this out of the way so I don't get it ruined. I don't know if we're going to get to card 6. YouTube. Maybe I have 2 other cards also. Maybe I'll save card number 6 for another video or live, and we'll see. All right. And this is Just Jade Dark. I don't want dark. I don't think. Maybe I do. Hang on. Yeah, I guess I do, because it looks close to, let me use the other end now. It looks close to Shaded Spruce. So it is the dark. Just Jade Dark. Yep, that's what I used. And I'm not shading or anything because there's lines in here already in the Just Jade ink, which is a little bit darker, and that kind of does the shading for you, in my opinion. Trying to carefully not get those berries. I don't usually have this many cards prepared in advance, so and I should have thought this through about coloring. Towards the end. Oh well. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alicia. You're so sweet. This one is your favorite? Has so many elements. It's sort of mixed media-ish, right? With the coloring of the vellum doily and doing layers. I'm getting better at layers. I haven't been the best at layering, But like I said, when I was doing this card with the black and white part of the newspaper print, another idea popped in my head, and I have not made that card yet. So I have 2 other cards made and 1 prepped, plus 1 other card in the works, plus the idea for another one. So I think I'll hold off on the last card, which is using this same set, and do another one sometime. I'll have to bump something off my schedule to put another one for this on. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there's one. I have to do the berries still. And the stems a little bit. We'll do all the stamping, coloring, and stuff because I have to color the deer too. Eeks. I don't think YouTube likes you when you go longer than 2 hours live, although I have seen other ones longer than that. I'm hoping it doesn't give me a hard time. It'll take forever to get up as a video. Like it'll probably be lunchtime tomorrow because it's so long. Because I guess they have their bots or whatever go through and check it all before they process or whatever. So it takes forever to process the long ones. So this may not be up till sometime tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. Oh well, what are you going to do? Just thank you for joining me tonight. Have you been on for 3? Yeah, that's a long... Like those sale ones, they can go all day sometimes. But I don't know. You know, like Jen Evers has a crafty sale, and like every other Saturday or something, and that's like 6 hours or something. So I guess, yeah, you can do it. It just takes forever to upload. But maybe the bigger you get, the faster it goes. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll see. Maybe. And by that time, who knows if I'll be doing videos still. We'll see. As far as I know, I have a couple good years in me yet, but I'm not the decision maker in that regard. Okay, now let's do the berries. And I'm going to use, actually these are the Stampin' Up die basting, so I'm mixing my alcohol markers with my die bastings. Shame on me. But I'm just doing the brush end and doing the berries. And I'm using real red this time. They're going to be partially tucked under this whole thing anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect is not a word in my vocabulary anymore. There was a day when I strived for perfection, but I still like to be good at least, you know, but okay, now let's stamp our deer. We have another one of these, and we're going to use soft suede. Where are you, Mr. Deer? Here you are. This is this deer. Now there is a buck in the dies, but he doesn't have a stamp to go with him. This is the one whose head turns and looks back at you. The other one, his head is looking, I'll show you. His head is looking out. This guy. This doesn't go with the stamp. This one does, so we need that. All right, I have two dies here I'm going to need. Don't let me lose them. You'll be doing a Think Outside the Envelope video. Yay! And a Christmas card. Awesome. All right. So we're stamping him in soft suede, but we're going to color him in ivory for his antlers and light and dark crumb cake for his bod. And light black. What color is this? No, that's not it. Okay, so here's light and dark crumb cake ivory for his antlers, and then we'll use light black on his hoofs. Ivory's pretty close in color to light crumb cake. It's just a little different shade. Oh, and also I used, actually, I think I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to use the white chalk marker, and I had originally just put that down here first, but I'm going to color it first and then put the white chalk marker over it. Now I'm doing the inside of its ears the same color. Let me see if it'll take. Oh yeah, I like that better. I like that better. Just makes it a little whiter, lighter. Okay. I'm going to leave that open for a minute. I'm going to do this part with the dark crumb cake. You wouldn't have to because, actually I need to use the other end though. Because, am I in frame, sort of? It already has like little fur brush marks on there, which makes it look darker, but I'm going to anyway. Now to me, that part could be white also, but then the brush marks are going to show through. And I'm actually just using the dark to color where they already have shading on Mr. Buck's legs and belly and stuff. And then I'm going to go back over it all with light crumb cake. I think I used white on his tail too, so I'll have to do that too. Just a little bit of his tail. It's hard to tell on the camera here. I went a little bit out of line. If that doesn't get cut off by the die, I'll use the ink remover thing for the blends. I did it slower the first time, being a little sloppy this time because I'm trying to hurry, which is not the best thing to do when you're coloring. Okay, and I just put the ivory in with the other one. All right, now I need the black for his hoofs. That's dark smoky sleep. I want the light black, which is still very black, just for the hooves down here. I can't even remember. I see deer almost every day in my backyard, and can't remember. I think their hooves are black. I also touch up the nose a little bit and just a dot at the eye. And I forgot to do the white on the tail because we have white-tailed deer here. All right, guys, I have to turn around and die cut. Are you bored now? Colorless blender. Yeah, it's here somewhere. I don't know where I put mine. I probably have it out. I don't know. All right, let me die cut these. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, please. Magnetic sheet, deer. You go there. And one of these things. Oops, wrong side. Okay, there we go. Oh, guess what? I just discovered one of my things, I think, but I don't know where it went. It was on a plate over here. I don't know which one it was now. But I saw where it went. Which makes me wonder if there's other ones there. Okay. Here's one. And here's Mr. Deer. And the die I have to put away. But I need one more of those leaf things. Yeah, we're definitely going to stop after this card. Maybe I'll switch Sunday stamping to be the rest of this. I don't know. I had something else planned for Sunday stamping, but I haven't done it yet, so we'll see. There's the other one of those. And you're going to be my witness. I am putting these back. This goes over here, and the deer goes over here. I think this set is complete. Anyway. All right. Now, let us stamp sentiment, and then we'll assemble. All right, the sentiment is May the Wonder of Christmas, the one we've been using, and we're going to do it in real red. Well, I do have dies, but we colored it first. We have to do some stamping. After all, it is Stampin' Up, right? Now, this time we kind of want to center this. And I believe this is a 1-inch strip. And I just put that down before I wanted to. Yeah. Please go straight. Please go straight. All right. Good thing we have strip 2. Let me see which way it was going. First of all, I'm getting a mark up here, which is part of what I'm going to wipe it off and try not to push hard on that part of the stamp. This one wasn't actually too bad, but I had this mark up here that I didn't want. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. We're going with it. We're going with that one. Okay. Assembly time. Assemblage. Let me get rid of this scratch for now. Okay. The first thing we have to do is get some glue dots on. This is one of the dies right out of the die set. Oh, bye, Chris. Thank you for coming. Okay, 10 on the 10th. That should go up early tomorrow morning. It should be around 7, but it might be around 8 or 9. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have the cards done. I just need to do the video still. Yeah, I put that under that. All right. How did I? It doesn't really matter up here because. Okay, now this is going to get glued down. The only thing that's bumped up is the sentiment strip. Actually, put some glue out this way and this way. 2. I didn't quite have them exactly like I like them, but oh well. Now we're going to use the triple banner punch again to, well, I lied, the deer is going to get bumped up also. And this is about 1 inch, so it's right in the middle, hopefully. A little shorter than the last one, but I don't mind it. All right, so we're going to bump that up. If I can find my regular dimensionals. Here they are. Well, I don't know about you all, but when I do a live, I sure have a mess going. I think in videos, at least you can edit stuff out, or if you edit at all, or you can, yeah, I'm going to actually put more on here. And actually, I might have used, I did, I think. Yep, I used a piece of that, forgot about that foam adhesive strips for the original one. Oh well. You don't edit? I don't edit a lot, but sometimes I have to edit some things out. And I don't know if I do it when I'm live, but when I'm videoing, I say a lot. And I need to change that. That is a little bit crooked, that sentiment, but it's going to have to do. Now this guy we're going to put on mini dimensionals. Oh, a couple big ones. And then a couple mini ones. And he is a guy, so I can say that because he's a buck, which is a guy. I don't see too many bucks around here. They stay pretty well hidden. One time about, I think it was last year, we saw 2 bucks together coming out of the cornfield, and I thought that has to be a papa and a son, because the bucks with the antlers, you know, they get pretty territorial and stuff. All right, so I think it'll be all right. I'm going to put a little bit of fine glue, which is not Stampin' Up product, on the antlers to glue them onto the sentiment here. Maybe. I should have moved that one dimensional down just a little bit. There we go. But it works out all right. And then the last thing is we're going to bring in Shaded Spruce Bling. I don't know if there's any left in this one. No. So let me get that. They're in the Holiday Rhinestone Jewels in the annual catalog. You don't edit either, just the basic. Add music and stuff. Hi, Michelle Harrison. Welcome. We are on the 5th card. I have another card, but we're going to save that and do a separate one. I'll show you all the cards at the end here. We have to do the inside on this one yet. And put this one up here. So that is the outside. And then for the inside, I just have another piece of the black and white paper. Did I stamp on it? I did stamp on it. That's what I did on the inside. I think I'm not going to do it on the white card. I'll just put it in the background, which will match this background here. So let's just do that real quick. And then we'll be done the 5th card. We're using the Wonder of the Season suite of products by Stampin' Up. Oh, I hated cutting that teddy bear in half, but oh, whoops. I almost put a deer on here. Whoops. We almost had a green deer. Guess he wasn't feeling too good. I don't know. So I'm going to put him up a little higher to cover up that teddy bear thing. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to do, actually. He would be sick, or Dr. Sue carry green eggs and ham. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I read that with my kids when they were little. I say I think a lot. I don't edit. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Finish this card up. Just glue this down on here. Glue it onto the inside. Then I'll bring all the cards back And maybe I'll flash the 6th one in front of you just so you can see it real quick, but we'll make that another time. See, you don't even hardly see any of that. But I do see the teddy bear's eye. That's going to creep me out. Oops, wrong card. This one. And look at the pretty letters to Santa. Letters to Santa break all-time records this year, it says. Yes, everybody's desperate for help. Santa wishes to Santa will be, please help us this year. All right. That is card number 5. Here's card number 4. And card number 3 in 2 colorways. And card number 2 and card number 1. And this is the one we did. We stamped on the back with some holly out of the gift wrap set, I think. And here's a flash. Yeep. Santa's sleigh flying by. Yeep. Okay. That one we'll do another day. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. If you'd like the wonders of the season, is that what I said it was? No, boy. My brain. Wonder of the season suite, any of the products in it, and you're in the USA and you're not a demonstrator already, I would love for you to shop with me as your demonstrator. And Kathleen, who is on here tonight, is having a party through the 29th. So please, if you order on anything under $150, please use this host code. And I already went over the fact that there's a designer series paper sale going on through the end of October. Don't miss out. 15% off, 15 different papers. And yeah, so I still have the one I flashed and 2 other ones, one made and one almost made. And tomorrow, 10 on the 10th, is going to be using the same suite of product, but it's going to be focusing on the Memories and More pack of cards, which is like, for those of you who do journaling, it's like, I always forget the name of them, the other name. Oh, shoot. Well, the journaling cards that you can buy in a pack. I forget what they're called. Project Life. Project Life. If you're familiar with Project Life, Stampin' Up! Has their own brand, and it's called Memories and More. And some of the same designs in the papers and stuff, plus other ones, are in there. There's some red foil envelopes as a separate pack that goes with them. So come back tomorrow and watch that. That'll be a video, 10 on the 10th. And then I'll do another, probably a video, maybe another live, I don't know, for the rest of the cards I didn't get to share with you tonight on this. Okay. Green deer. Yeah. The green deer would have been not feeling well. Thank you so much, everybody. You're welcome, honeybees. Thank you, Justine. You're on fall break week next week. Yay. You have to show us what you do, Michelle. Thank you, Kathleen and Michelle and I don't know. All right, everyone, I have to get off here because I still have to record the video for tomorrow morning's 10 on the 10th. So until next time, so I have 2 videos this weekend, 10 on the 10th, embellishments on the 11th. Embellishments on the 11th will be using a different bundle. It's not a suite, it's a bundle, but it is Stampin' Up. And then Sunday evening, I forget what I had planned, but it might be more of this, or it might be something different. All right, guys, take care. I'll put thank you for joining me. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining. Have a great weekend and be safe. Bye. Bye.